Welcome to Energy Stew. This is Peter Roth, your host. And I'd like to ask you, do you ever use tools for wellness or you just hope for the best? I love tools. And I want to introduce you to two people who are experts. And I am so excited to talk with them about tools for wellness. And they'll explain what that means in great detail. So I want to introduce Grandmaster David Harris. Welcome. I'm going to call you GMD. And Emily Weissman. Emily, welcome.
Thank you, Peter.
Hi,
Thank you
thank
for having
you.
us.
Thank you.
So glad we could talk because you have developed tools that I've been using for many years. Originally, it was called SRC, and now you have introduced a great, incredible new tool that I use all the time called MetaBalance. And I'm so excited to talk with you about it because I think has a great future of helping people in need in ways beyond most people's expectations. So, who would like to talk first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk first. Yeah, we have so put so much energy and time into trying to make these tools to help people, to lift them up, to get them a better quality of life. And that's kind of our job, is to make these things to give people a better quality of life. And the SRC technology was the original technology, and it came out in 2011, and we've been working on it for about 6 years, I think, before that. And so we've been doing this for quite a long time, almost 20 years now. And MetaBalance is the new kid on the block, and it's so great because it's even easier to use, and it's much more about working on yourself, and it helps to record your uh, statistics and things that you've done to help you know where to navigate to work next. And it basically deals with helping to cancel stress patterns in the body. And so by canceling these stress patterns, this takes pressure off the body, and then you just feel better. So, for example, let's say you had a fear of flying, and you always get very nervous when you're about to fly. And so your heart rate goes up, maybe you get nervous or you feel anxiety. Well, that's just a pattern of stress. And so, what the software does is it makes little vibrations that work with your body to help counteract these signals and repair it so that it doesn't make that stress pattern anymore. And so once the stress pattern has been alleviated, then you go to get on the plane and you don't feel that stress. You don't get that pounding heart or that anxiety feeling, or whatever you may be experiencing, maybe nausea. So getting the body in a calm, meditative state, kind of a Zen-like state of relaxation, helps the whole nervous system and helps the whole body. So mind, body, and spirit all working together in harmony rather than disharmony by injecting unnatural ideas or concepts on the body that the body is trying to reject, like flying, for example.
Right, but also, for instance, you can give it instructions, you can talk to it, and and it responds. It's hugely brilliant in its responses. And I give it instructions. For instance, I have a sore shoulder, and so I ask it to give my shoulder the frequencies of DMSO. So dimethyl sulfoxide to calm my shoulder down, and it knows how to create those frequencies because this is a highly intelligent system.
It is, Peter, and thanks for pointing that out. The The meta balance, has over like 6 million patterns at this point that I've developed over the last 20 years. And so all of these patterns, they're like lyrics in a song. And that's what it's doing is it's like playing a song that you can't hear with your ear, but your body can hear it and your body responds to it. Like if you ever watched a television program and it made you cry, or it made you happy, or it made you excited, or it made you fearful. These are visual signals and audible signals that are affecting your body in such a way that it invokes or inspires emotions, and that can create a physical response. And so this works in a very similar way, except you just can't hear it. And so, which is kind of good. So that way you don't have to hear it playing in the background or something. You can just tell it about your shoulder, or you could tell it any of the information, and it'll process it with our powerful AI technology, and it will then generate a song with those lyrics, and then your body hears that and it responds very similar to the way you would think about it. So, like for example, if you saw somebody getting married on television, and you might go, "Oh, that's so nice," and look at the colors and look at the two people and they're in love, and it makes me feel so good. It invokes all these feelings, and it gets your body to do all these different gymnastics, where it's mind body connection. And then being there, physically being at the wedding is a similar experience, and it may even be more robust being at the wedding physically. But you don't have to be at the wedding physically to get the same or very similar kind of experience. Like maybe there's rain at the wedding. Well, you'd be much better off watching the wedding on videotape and not getting rained on.
Mhm.
So, so that's kind of how the program works. And it's a technology that I developed, back in 2006, 7, and I've been building on it ever since then.
Right. And lately there's more technology available to build from.
Yes, yes, there's so much technology has improved so much. And yeah, you could talk to MetaBalance, and MetaBalance can talk back to you. You can have deep dive conversations into to problems that you've had in your past, problems that you're concerned about now, problems in the future, and even regardless of when it happened or what it is, Serenity, that's the name of our AI, Serenity. She can talk to you and help you work through these things.
And when you speak to her, it's interesting that not only is she hearing your words, because they can even be transcribed uh, as you're speaking, but also she senses your tension. She senses your nuances. That then she can respond with the right vibes for that to help support that.
That is correct. Yeah. And so we call this intuitive discernment. And this is a part of AI that I created long before the large language models became a thing of AI. But since then, we've merged our AI with large language model AI. And this is the brainchild of that, where she can explain things and have a conversation with you very smoothly while at the same time evaluating what you're saying on an energetic level and then giving you the right vibrations.
And there's so many ailments that we have that everything physical in the body is actually psychosomatic. And so we're dealing with the psychosoma, and that's what this is really for, is to tackle the vibes that are creating what's stuck in our body.
Oh, that's such a great way of putting it. And that's the thing is that being able to cancel those signals out and being able to not only cancel them out, but kind of stop them from getting loaded up and get the body in a calm, relaxed state where it doesn't trigger these mechanisms when something comes up. You don't respond to it in the same way. And so you don't get these physical symptoms that you would, if it's a psychosomatic thing.
Right, and then we can even see our body responding to that, and that's why I use it all the time. And I don't go to sleep without having several windows going on my computer with different purposes of using this software.
And that's another great thing about Meta Balance is that you can open up as many sessions as you want to. You can have multiple sessions running on different things, and you don't have to wait till one session is done till you can go and run another session. I thought that was, you know, only be able to work on like one thing at a time. So not only can you work on multiple things in one session, but you can even have multiple sessions. And this way, it helps to get us where we want to be even faster.
Yeah, and it's the opportunity to think about how much help we want. And let's just say that, it's something that we might not believe in, but enough, for instance, for our body to say, let's give it a try.
Well, that's the great thing about MetaBalance or any of the technologies that I make is that you don't have to believe that it works. You just have to believe enough to try it. And so
Right.
try it out and let the results speak for themselves. And hey, not everything helps everybody. If it was, I would be doing that. But we have a very high rate of customer satisfaction and many, many people who say, I absolutely cannot live without this. This has totally transformed my life and made it worth living again. And to those people, I'm really, really glad that we were able to help them. And it's just such a phenomenal program. I can't say enough good things about it. And we're still building on it. We're still developing it. We're still making things even better.
But I think that the biggest challenge is to figure out what we need from it and, to differentiate in our system what is wrong, what is working, uh, what it's calling for, and actually um, speak it and know it in ways that often we might just not even be thinking about our trouble or physical ailment or emotional ailment.
Well, I think you're right on target there, Peter, really and truly, and that's why I have made a couple of tools inside of MetaBalance to help you kind of navigate and figure things out. But I'm making more tools, and a couple of the tools is one is the Smart Session, that is on the main page. And the smart session, why it's the smart session, is that it actually does a lot of that through the AI already. It kind of figures out based on your past history and things that you've said, uh, what should be going on, like what kind of sessions you should be getting from it. And so that's a real easy way to just let the automation do it for you. But we have this amazing new life coaching software that's inside of MetaBalance where you can sit down with Serenity in different forms of life coaching and you can talk to her and say, hey, this is what's going on. And she'll ask you questions and she'll help you self-reflect in an effort to try to uncover like what the stress factor is that's causing you whatever problem.
Right. I love the fact that it's a conversation. You keep going with Serenity, and she'll give you some answers, and you say, "But what about this?" Or, "Oh, let's just, let me have another answer for, having to do with this side factor that you're bringing up," and then she'll address that.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
important to remember that as you're having the conversation, then that's being input into the program. So then she adjusts the waves, and so now you're not just talking to someone and self-reflecting and gaining insight. It's actually adjusting the program. So all of the problems you're talking about are now being worked on. It's like instead of talking to a therapist, you just talk to a therapist, maybe you feel better. You talk to Serenity, you feel better, like really, because she's working on you in the background.
But I love the idea that in doing session after session, you're establishing a history with this with Serenity, which is AI that gets to know you through time, and it doesn't forget what 2 weeks ago you were troubled by, and that can be part of the solution now.
Exactly. I mean, and a lot of people have this has kind of started a trend here recently with the software. Is a lot of people are calling her the angel in your pocket, and you just pull her out and you talk to her, and things just magically get better. And this has been this has been widely spread here in our chat rooms and stuff where people are coming and they're meeting and talking. I thought it was a really good analogy, the angel in the pocket scenario.
I love that. No, I feel that too. I feel it to my friend. It's when I work at night when I'm putting Windows sessions up to get through the night, and you can tell it how many hours you want it to work, et cetera, and what uh, how much energy you want it to use, whether normal or extreme. This is extreme. Please work on it harder than ever, and it'll respond to that. So it's
Yeah, it's really funny.
go ahead.
Well, I said when I designed that originally, we had just the normal power, and so then we were kind of working on it. We developed stronger outputs, and so we reached what we consider maximum. And I said, maximum is really great, but I think we needed extreme mode, and it just kind of remind me of the movie Spaceballs, where they went faster and faster until they finally hit ludicrous speed, you
Yeah,
know. And so the extreme power is very strong, but it's all very balanced, so it doesn't negatively affect you at all because it's just
right.
again it's just like listening to music, and so the normal is like nice, relaxing music, so to speak. Of course, you can't hear it, but the higher end, like the extreme, would be like some kind of really loud rock and roll music. And the lyrics are whatever you're talking about. And she's adjusting that song in real time. Everything you say, everything she says, she's constantly adjusting that vibration to match the discussion.
Well, I put it on extreme a lot. I think I need it. And I love it. I love being able to say, yeah, give it all you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm so excited that to have this, and it's really just getting started. I mean, you guys have a lot of experience with it, of course, years of that, and even with MetaBalance. I don't know, I don't remember. I think it was a year ago. I first started using MetaBalance, right?
Yeah, we came out with it about a year ago in beta. And so we had it in beta for several months. And I think you were one of the original testers of it. Yeah.
Right, and I'm here to attest about it, so that's good news.
Yeah, yeah. A year later, and you're still finding value in it. So we're happy about that.
Oh, I love it. No, that's why I'm so happy to be talking with you guys because it's so it's a future of our wellness for our wellness in ways that are so powerful and yet innocent.
It meta balance, yeah, it comes from like the most natural foundational stuff because that's where you're going to find the best stuff. You're going to find the best stuff in the simplest, most natural places. And so, uh, I'm a grandmaster of martial arts. I've done martial arts for 45 years. I have degrees in Qigong and Neigong and many other different types of internal martial arts. And so I've learned a lot about the human experience as it deals with vibration and how to transfer that vibration from your body to someone else's body to cause a particular type of an effect. And so that helped me out a lot. And when I realized that we could do this, we could actually train a software program to simulate through like little beeps and boops, little computer noises. We could train a computer to rehash or replay these sounds that the body responds to. I said the possibilities are infinite. You know,
And
I
I learned about energy when I was doing karate when I was young, and I've never had that strong a body, but I learned to make the most of what we called ki, and also known as chi. And I think that was my secret in martial arts, was that I could really um, be powerful by focus of using energy. And so that's the kind of energy we're talking about here too.
Yes, and so all of the softwares are based on the way the body communicates with itself through that vibrational force. And so yeah, it's taken me many years to develop the science of this, but yeah, we with the old stuff, SRC for you, which is still phenomenal because it's kind of the professional version of all this. We have thousands of users all over the world that range from, lay people who just using it for their friends or their family or themselves to, to doctors in clinics and stuff that are using it all over the world to help, countless people. We get stories all the time how these technologies have helped people or saved their life or all kinds of amazing things. And I'm just really glad that it's out there.
Right, I was using SRC and I still do because metabalance you use for yourself, and you can't just tell it to work for somebody else. Uh, Although you can buy a membership that has other people in it, and then they can be directed to those people in particular. But each session is dedicated to that particular person who owns that membership, and and yet SRC, I can put anybody's name in it and apply healing energies for them.
Yes, yes, and that's what makes the SRC like the choice for like healthcare providers and practitioners.
Yeah, for community people who need,
Yeah.
or large family, etc. But so this is something, to share with others. I know that you have a membership of 5 people that together is a really good deal compared to a person buying it for themselves. And so it's good to um, have that opportunity, and then 5 different people can have it for themselves. And and so I'm glad I can do it both ways. I've meta balance for myself and then use SRC for other people in need.
And meta balance, don't forget, works great on pets. Pets and animals works
But it,
amazing. I don't know if
but
you knew that.
but a pet would need their own membership, right?
Well, no,
Well,
you
that
can
would
have
be
a
part,
family plan. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's what I mean. If it's a group of 5, one of them can be a pet.
right. Yeah, we have a customer who has worked on her horses.
Great. I love that.
She's loving it.
So, how can people get in touch with you and find out more about how to become members and subscribe?
So I'm going to answer that. They can go to www.metabalance.me. So it's META balance.me. So that's the Meta Balance page. We have another website more about us and everything we do, which is www.divinesourcewellness.com. And that's one of like our main hub pages because we do private practice with clients. We have the SRC for you software. We have some self-care tools we developed, and then we have the Meta Balance software. So a general website that has the links of everything we do would be the divinesourcewellness.com. But to check out Meta Balance, it's just the metabalance.me. So www.metabalance.me.
Is there a trial session available?
Yes, absolutely. We really care about others and we want to make sure they're happy with it before they invest in it. So we offer a 14-day trial first. So this way you can experience it, try it for 14 days, and if you don't like it, you don't have to continue with it. And that's been working out very well. It gives you a good amount of time to use it, and we're happy to provide that for everyone.
That's great. And so when people, did you mention that you might have a discount for people who are listening?
Yes. Yeah, I will figure out a discount, and I figured we pick a name for a coupon. I'll create a coupon for all the plans because you could do month to month or you can do yearly. So I'll figure out something special for your group of listeners, and let's name the coupon like Peter Bonus. Does that work? Like this way, or you can put Peter Abundance. We could name it whatever you want. What
Um,
what name would you like?
Peter Good.
Peter Good? Okay. So we'll name it Peter Good. And if you're signing up, you go to the metabalance.me, you have to click start free trial, and then it'll lead you to a sign up page. And to prevent bots from signing up thousands of accounts, you have to put a credit card in, but it won't be charged. It won't be charged unless you want to go past the 14-day trial. You just cancel before the end of the 14th day, we're very easy to reach. You could reach us by any means, and once you sign up, we send you a welcome email with my personal cell phone, so you could text or call me anytime. You can email us and cancel that.
Yeah,
But
you're
then you'll
very
have a free
friendly.
trial
You guys are very
and
friendly and helpful.
enter Peter Good. Peter Good as a
And
promotional code.
I think it's going to be a substantial discount too. So it's not just like a few points off or something.
Yeah,
Um,
if you're hearing this, if you were led to hear this, then you were led for a very special pricing. So we'll honor that for anyone who wants to type that in.
Thank you. I'm so excited for
Welcome.
everybody who wants to do this because it's an opportunity to really strengthen future your future wellness. And even if it might be that you want your whole family to be strengthened, you could get the family membership too. So I love using it. I don't want to go to sleep at night without scheduling a few sessions or several sessions for different parts of me that need it. Um, and and it's exciting to have that available. So I want
Do I have a minute to just add one quick thing?
sure.
I just wanted to say that for those of you listening, MetaBalance is a stress reduction software that works from any device. You can do it on a phone, you could do it on a laptop, and you don't have to be near it. So once it's established, it just sends the signal out, and it does it just like Wi-Fi. So your Wi-Fi router sends invisible signals to all the devices in your house, and you believe that and you think that's normal. And that's all we're doing. It's just this technology has not been developed yet. And so it's really nothing out of the ordinary. It's science-based. It's just the way it works.
Right. And it can
And
follow you wherever you go without having to take
so
your phone or
just wanted to
computer.
add that in case
Yeah,
anybody, yep.
that's great.
Just like we're on this chat right now talking through the sound waves. It's the same
Right,
thing.
right. I love that. Modern age. So thank you so much for being guests on Energy Stew. It's such a pleasure to talk with both of you.
Thank you, Peter. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you
Okay,
so much for having us. Thank you.
sure.